Hey folks, welcome back to the Impossible Lair. And, so that water that we use to flood the factory can be diverted to fill this pond, which leads us to a secret.
Wanton flooding of the lowlands, displacing thousands of people from their homes. Such wanton disregard for life, this Yooka-Laylee.
But you see, Capital B's factory was redirecting a bunch of water that could be used to sustain all the beautiful animal populations on the riverbed that were being denied the lifeblood.
And so the solution there is to flood those very animals, killing them instantly. An interesting form of sympathy and justice you have. Remind me never to get on your bad side.
Or your good side, for that matter.
But as you can see, there were no corpses, so obviously nobody got harmed.
Unless they've already been flown further downriver.
But we can never truly know, can we? Because we can't really explore further downriver.
So what you're saying is, absence of the evidence of corpses means nobody died.
Exactly. No body, no proof. That's how it works.
I'll be sure to bring that up when certain individuals go missing.
Implying I also am not planning a few disappearances of my own.
Oh, I wasn't saying I had any plans, but thank you for admitting to those. I'm sure the courts will be glad to hear them.
I call for this to be stricken from the record. So what's the deal with all these tonics?
So these tonics, well actually we're gonna see them in this video.
Oh.
But these tonics provide little gameplay modifiers. Sometimes they make the game easier, like there's one that we just have permanently stapled to Yooka, which makes it so that we just keep the coins even after we die when we collect them. Some of them make the game harder, like giving enemies extra hits, and some of them just do weird VFX stuff.
I'm guessing GB resolution is one of the weird VFX ones?
It absolutely is. I'll give you 3 guesses as to what it does.
Let's see. Turns everything green, and various shades thereof, and maybe add scan lines?
I think it said TV ratio, not GB ratio.
We got both of those in this area.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a TV ratio one that makes the game play in 4:3 instead of widescreen.
That makes perfect sense.
The Game Boy ratio, or the Game Boy resolution one, that actually drops the resolution.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So it doesn't apply color filtering then?
No, but there's a Game Boy Colors one that will make the game shades of green.
Okay.
Huh.
So right idea, wrong tonic.
This begs the question if the effects...
Can you combine them? Yes.
Also, if the effects of any tonics are necessary to reach a secret exit or unlock a level.
No. Tonics are never necessary, but they can make... But they can have pretty far-reaching effects.
Are there any, like, challenges that would, give you bonuses for adding a tonic?
Yes. As a matter of fact, all of the tonics that make the game harder inherently increase your quill multiplier.
Wait, were we doing levels out of order?
I think some of these are revisiting.
Yeah, like, this is level 3, but we just unlocked the ability to do the hard version, so we are now.
I don't know why, but this specific level gives me weird Cuphead vibes for some reason.
It does me too, and I think it's the specific up and down. It's very reminiscent of an early Cuphead level.
Yeah.
Also, the enemies are running along with you, and it's got a rhythmic pattern to when they show up.
Okay, glad to know it's not just me then. Also, hello, random Bitcoin.
Gotta keep your eyes peeled for those secrets, Serve. You never know.
Yeah, you never know when the price of Bitcoin will rise high enough.
The trick with Bitcoin is knowing when to sell, though.
I mean, how else do you think comrades Yooka and Laylee are paying for their weapons?
Drugs.
Please. Like, they would be so evil as to resort to behaving like a cartel. Come on.
I mean, many a cartel and a freedom fighter's, bank accounts have been entwined. And many long-lasting cartels did start as freedom fighters that simply found it too profitable not to finish the war.
But please, this is the Royal Stingdom. These things don't happen here. This isn't the Middle East.
You know, nobody likes to believe that these things happen in their backyard, but here we are, all the same.
That is true. I'm sure every place has their unscrupulous deviants, but our comrades are not one of them.
Well, that remains to be seen.
There's a lot of game left to go, sir. Let's not make any claims we can't take back.
And this is a trial meant to determine whether or not they are such deviants. Your defense of them is understood, but simply declaring it to be so does not an effective defense make.
How many levels are supposed to be in this game, actually?
There are 20 levels, not counting the impossible layer, there are 20 levels, and then each level also has an altered state.
Oh dear.
Yeah, some of them are more extensive changes than others. Like, this is largely the vanilla level, except that there's a bunch of those enemies running around. But then we had some like the level in the last video where it completely changed it into a water level.
So what you're saying is this trial is going to go on for very, very long.
I mean, all good war crime trials do.
I definitely should have packed some lunch then.
A sandwich, you mean?
No, a hot dog, clearly.
Not a hag dog?
No, I'm not one of those heathens.
Oh, so you do not believe in pineapple on pizza?
Absolutely not. That right there is one of the greatest war crimes ever.
Wow, we're going all in on Discourse this video, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Also, what are those things supposed to be? They look kind of like bulldogs.
I'm not entirely sure, but they're, they say there's a couple varieties. They're basically the claptrap of the game, I guess?
They certainly look like they fulfill that purpose.
Anyway, I really like this secret because that looks a lot like some sort of destructible wall where there's a secret. But no, you just gotta go a little bit further down the rope.
That's how they get you.
Give you enough rope to hang yourself.
Security through obscurity.
I legitimately think that that is a very wise thing to do.
Sadly, in today's cyber threat world, Comrade Yooka-Laylee know better than to rely on such cheap tactics. They invest in true security, like only the kind that NordVPN can provide.
I knew that was coming! I knew it!
Alright, real quick, I want to, for real, I want to give a quick warning. In the next level, we are going to use the Disco Tonic, and the Disco Tonic causes the level to basically turn black with a bunch of green and purple color flashes. So, if you are, epilepsy or any kind of photosensitivity, you may want to check out at this point.
Or at the very least, take some protection.
Can't believe the prosecution is committing war crimes of their own. Shameful display.
Clearly it is Yooka and Laylee who are the ones applying this filter and inflicting it on our archival footage.
Are you saying they somehow hacked into our evidence?
I think they realized that they were being recorded and were trying to take countermeasures to prevent their heinous misdeeds from being properly archived.
Ah, but you see, only capital B has the technology to affect videos in such a manner. Yooka and Laylee are just but simple country bumpkins, looking to right all the wrongs in the world.
I don't think that's true, sir, because we get our tonics from Vendy. And Vendy was one of the folks who helped us defeat Capital B in the first game.
Also, Yooka and Laylee are clearly working with the Stingdom. They are paramilitary operatives at minimum.
I mean, it's not like you can't be a country bumpkin and a partisan at the same time, you know?
True, but they have the full backing of the Stingdom. I don't think we can classify them as mere country bumpkins. They are no civilians in this matter.
Who's this asshole?
Well, this is the Great Rambo.
Wait, wasn't this the first boss in the original Yooka-Laylee?
It definitely was. But fortunately, we broke his teeth in the last game, so he had to get new ones. But of course, medical bills being what they are, he has to act as a dam until he pays them off in the next 6 months.
Under the Royal Stingdom's rule, universal healthcare will be the first issue on the board.
But we're in the Universal Stingdom, or we're in the Royal Stingdom. If it's such a big deal, why is it not the rule of law now?
Because Capital B has taken over and instituted austerity, selling off the Stingdom's National Health Service to whatever the hell those goblin creatures are supposed to be.
That strikes me as a racist remark.
But that's literally what they are!
Yes, but they're proud goblin creatures. You say it as if they are somehow degenerates. Goblins are a proud, upstanding race. Always have been.
That they are, however, some of them have chosen degeneracy and sided with Capital B against the people. And for that they shall never be forgiven.
Anyway, because Yooka and Laylee are a bunch of thugs, we just went and broke Rampo's teeth again.
Broken Joy-Con, that bodes well.
That tonic reverses your controls. Up is down, left is right, B is Y, and L is R.
Why would you ever willingly use those?
I'm pretty sure it gives you like a 30% increase in quills if you use it.
That's basically what I was thinking, that just the bonuses must be amazing. And I do know some people who would actually be able to do that. pretty well.
Yeah, I suppose this would be good for, again, speedrunners. Especially if there's anything that they need to grind quills for in 100%.
Oh, yeah, you do. There's a lot of quill. Like, you have to buy... I think you have to buy all the tonics for 100%, don't you?
I've only watched the any percent category, so I'm not sure exactly what the community has settled on for 100%.
Yeah, I guess the question would be, if you have to buy the tonics, you'd have to do a lot of grinding. Yeah, if not, you do need quills to unlock certain altered levels, but you get more than enough just playing the game normally.
Also, are you sure this is disco? This is more like vaporwave.
If it was brighter, I could see it being proper vaporwave, but I can see why they call this disco.
Also, this is definitely not taken straight out of Tropical Freeze.
Totally not.
Nah.
Whatever could possibly give you that idea?
I mean, we weren't in black and white silhouette while we were doing it.
This level is pretty aesthetic, though.
Especially with the disco on.
You mean the vaporwave tonic on?
Yes.
Anyway, we missed that springberry, so obviously we should just kill ourselves.
Yeah. Death is meaningless, everyone comes back to life, you know. No one's ever really gone.
Yeah, they're just isekai'd.
Yeah. Now that's a weird thought. An isekai where literally everybody used to be alive on Earth.
I mean, there probably is an isekai where literally everybody used to be a war criminal. Actually, that anime does exist.
Is it Hitalia?
No, it's Tanya the Evil.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not sure I want to know which one.
I guess Hitalia would qualify.
But now I'm thinking about I mean, a reverse isekai does exist, but now I'm imagining, like, the bulk reverse isekai, where a whole bunch of, you know, formerly, you know, fantasy world characters get reborn into a completely mundane world and have to deal with office jobs.
That might not be mainstream in Japanese scene yet, but I'm sure Chinese web novel authors have the answers you seek.
They probably do.
Because those get real wild.
And what was that death for?
I legitimately don't know why I just walked off the edge there.
Probably because they slipped because it's raining, and there was no railing on that platform. So clearly, whoever built this, whatever this is, was not thinking safety first.
This looks like maybe a disused mine?
This is a forest, though.
This is level 5. This is the same one as the it was the one that had like the like the little rotating platforms and the acid that we fell in and died.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, this is that same level.
Wow.
That's what I mean by when I say, like, the altered states are very hit or miss depending on how different they are to the original level.
And this is very, very different.
It's amazing what a few shaders and changes in platform layouts can do.
The shaders are definitely doing a lot for this not looking similar, but the level is also distinctly different.
Another comrade in arms rescued. Good job. Joe the Bee, is he like Joe the Plumber? Is he actually a class traitor in disguise?
Well, he's holding a spear, not a plunger, so he can't be a plumber. Also, I think he's wearing a tie, and as we all know, plumbers don't wear ties.
Fair enough.
Anyway, now that we have completed all of the levels that are available to us, it is time to go and pay Trouser his due.
Lewd.
There's nothing inherently lewd about trousers. Or snakes.
Can't believe we were held hostage by literal ransomware.
Look, you know, sometimes the paywall is metaphorical, and sometimes it's literal.
That'll happen when you don't have proper internet security.
Indeed, get NordVPN to keep Trouser away from your, from your snake.
No, finish that, sir. Finish that.
Hold on, I'll give it a try. Remember to get NordVPN to keep trouser snakes away from your data.